Yeah, that's hard, y'all. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Hellcat build. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. At 1,000 subscribers, we are giving away $1,000. Still trying to figure out if we're gonna do one person for 1,000 or 5 people for 200. So comment down below, let me know what you think about that and what you want to do. And here we go. We pretty much already got the quarter panel, the door, and the fender on. Forgot to record just because we were trying to hurry up and get this thing going. But this is what we have so far, guys. So this is just a loose fitment just to make sure everything's matching up. We're gonna go ahead and try to line everything up, and once we feel confident that everything's in the place where it's supposed to be, we'll go ahead and start welding in this panel and get these doors off for painting. So let's go ahead and get busy. All right, so now that the panel is pretty much in place where it needs to be and lined up, we're gonna go ahead and weld it in place with the spot welder. So we're just gonna go ahead and kind of follow the pattern that's here all the way around, and a few welds on this part as well. So let me go ahead and set you up and let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is where we're at so far. We got the welds down on the inside of this panel. We got this part right here glazed over and whatnot. Still gonna go over it to get a few things out. And yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and grind down some of these welds and give it a wipe over. And then we'll go ahead and get this thing prepped to go to the paint shop. Alright guys, so we got these welds grinded down kind of to like button size, pretty small, just so it could be a little bit cleaner. So the next step is to go ahead and kind of just go back over this and get all the burn marks off of here, and then we'll go ahead and wipe it with some glazing putty, kind of get it smoothed out. But right now we're going to go ahead and drop this headliner in right there. Didn't bring my stand, so I don't know how I'm going to position you guys to see me put it in, but let me go ahead and try this out. Alright, so that's done. Let's go ahead and move to the trunk. Alright guys, so now that we got the inside cleaned out for the most part, we're going to go ahead and drop the steering rack bolt in place where it needs to be, fasten it up, and then we're going to put the wheels on this thing and get it rolling so it can get over the paint. Alright, so to secure the steering rack bolt, it's pretty difficult because you have to get it up in here. You can see that. You got to do a lot of twisting and turning to get your hand in there the right way, and it's almost impossible to do it with like an electric impact or something like that, or like a snap-on just electric. So got that secured, then you got to go grab yourself a wrench and try to finagle your way in there to get it tightened down. And I think I'm gonna go from this side to do it, so let me get that done and I'll get back with you in a second. So now that everything's fastened up, let's go ahead and throw these wheels on there. Alright, so now that we got the wheels mounted up, we're going to go ahead and get these stands so we can take off the, I guess the clamps and get the car down off the lift. Alright, now that we're back on the ground on all four wheels, let's plug up this battery so we can get some power and get this thing moving and see what it moves like and how it sounds after a little bit of work done to it. Here we go. First time having power since we shut it down to get things going. After this gets tightened down, we're going to go ahead and hop inside, start it up, and get this thing moving and see what it's like. If y'all think I made it back together all janky and it's gonna fall apart, also comment down that below. Let me find out what y'all thinking. Y'all like, man, he put that car together wrong. That thing gonna fall on the ground to a million pieces. Or is it gonna do what it's supposed to do? All right, y'all, so y'all see it right there. Power is on. Let's go ahead and run the accessories. airbag lights and whatnot are still on because all the airbags haven't been replaced just yet. And he doesn't want us to actually go like scan through and clear any codes because it could mess up the tune that he has. So he might end up with a couple of lights on the dash just so he can save that tune. But at the end of the day, it'll be working how it's supposed to. And he's going to be replacing these seats right here with a pair of racing seats and whatnot. So there's really no work to do to that. So let's go ahead and crank this thing up, guys. Let's see what it sounded like. Might have to sit y'all down for a second while I whip this thing around outside of the shop just so I don't damage anything. But I'm gonna give it a try with you guys. So let's go ahead and get that cold start. Yeah, that was pretty quiet, I ain't gonna lie. So no check engine lights or anything like that, just the airbag lights, just because of what I said earlier. So let's go ahead and try to get this thing rolled out of here, guys. And the performance pages aren't going to load because every time you detach the battery, it does this and it loads back up. But over time, it'll sync again. And as you guys see, that's his top speed right there, 143. I'm pretty sure he's going to take this thing up way higher than that. But the car is fairly new. He probably didn't have a chance to really get to do what he wanted to do just yet. So let's just go ahead, throw this thing in drive. Let's move it on out of here. Yeah, guys, you can really feel the difference in how this thing drives when he has this he has some type of like aftermarket suspension on there that I showed you guys before, and it drives pretty like stiff, which is a good thing, I guess, for when you're making tight turns on the drag strip and whatnot. Not the drag strip, but the racetrack, you know. Alright guys, we got that thing parked. Let's see if we can hear that supercharger action through the non-existent windshield. That's gonna be hard. Yeah, that's hard, y'all. But yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely, you guys. In no time, this thing will be back on the track going crazy. Let me know how many horsepower you think he got, because he do have that green belt on there. Not sure if he ported out the supercharger or anything. So let me know what y'all think this thing get up to. I'll probably say it's probably just about maybe 815 or something like that in horsepower, if I had to guess. But I'm gonna ask the owner of it and see what he says. I don't know if he had it dynoed or whatever, but I would assume so. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this thing off. And yeah, guys, I just can't wait to see this thing finish, man. So they're gonna do their thing at the paint shop with it. It'll come back, I'll finish piecing it up and whatnot, and just get it back on the road, man. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in, as always. I appreciate every last one of you guys, man. Like, you wouldn't even understand, man. And yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. That red key out of there. We're gonna get this thing back in a couple of days when they finish at the paint shop. See you then.